30 below zero wind chills in less than 18 hours. And right now, as I am recording this, I just got a text message from Mike in Columbus, Ohio. His exact words: "Power just went out. 3 kids. No heat. What do I do?" This is not a forecast anymore. This is an emergency unfolding in real time. And I need you to understand something. In the next 6 hours, the most dangerous Arctic blast of the winter is going to slam into the eastern United States. We are talking about wind chills that will kill you in 10 minutes if you are not prepared. We are talking about snow squalls that will trap people on highways. We are talking about a weather pattern that has me genuinely scared for people like Mike. Hold on. Before I go any further, drop your city in the comments right now. Right now. Because what changed on the overnight model runs is going to impact your Friday in a way that nobody saw coming 12 hours ago. And I need to know where you are so I can tell you exactly when this hits you. Look, I have been forecasting weather for 12 years. 12 years of watching storms, analyzing models, warning people about dangerous weather, and there are patterns that make you nervous. And then there are patterns that keep you up at night, staring at your computer screen at 3 a.m., texting other meteorologists, saying, "Are you seeing this?" This is the second kind. Let me tell you what happened this morning. I woke up at 5:15 a.m. First thing I do every morning is pull up the European model, the 12Z run, and I saw something that made my stomach drop. The entire snow squall track shifted 50 miles south. 50 miles. That is the difference between flurries and 3 inches of snow during rush hour. That is the difference between an inconvenience and a catastrophe. I immediately called my colleague Dave at the National Weather Service in Pittsburgh. I said, "Dave, are you seeing this?" He said, "I have been on the phone for an hour. We are rewriting all our forecasts right now." That was 90 minutes ago. And I am recording this right now, 1:15 p.m. Eastern Time, because you need to know before you leave work, before you get in your car, before you make plans for tonight. Now, in exactly 30 seconds, I am going to show you the text message I got from Jennifer in Charleston, West Virginia. And when you read what she is dealing with, you will understand why this is not just about snow and cold. This is about people who are already on the edge. And we are about to push them over. Stay with me. All right, here is Jennifer's message. I got this at 6:42 this morning. Quote, "Been without power since last Sunday. 7 days. Generator running 12 hours a day. Propane guy says maybe another week for delivery. Grandma and grandpa staying with us. Both over 80. House was 46 degrees this morning. What are we supposed to do when it gets colder?" When it gets colder. Jennifer, it is getting colder tonight. Wind chills in your area are going to drop to 20 below zero by tomorrow morning. 20 below. If your generator runs out of fuel, that house will be uninhabitable in hours. And Jennifer is not alone. The National Weather Service office in Charleston told me yesterday they still have over 40,000 people without power in their forecast area. 40,000. Families running generators 24/7, people rationing propane. Elderly couples sleeping in their cars because it is warmer than their house. This is the reality behind the numbers I'm about to show you. When I say dangerous cold, I mean Jennifer's grandparents huddled around a fireplace in a house that is 46 degrees. When I say life-threatening, I mean Mike's 3 kids in Columbus with no heat and no backup plan. This is why I do this. This is why I am recording this video right now instead of waiting. Because real people need real information right now. Now, let me give you the roadmap because this video is detailed and I need you to stay with me through all of it. At minute 5, I am giving you exact snow arrival times for every major city from Cleveland to Boston down to the minute. At minute 12, we are diving into the wind chill forecast that has meteorologists using the words life-threatening. At minute 23, I am showing you what almost nobody is talking about for next week. And if I am right about this, it could be bigger than what we are dealing with today. At minute 38, the West Coast pattern change that finally brings relief. And at minute 55, the late February setup that honestly scares me more than this weekend. But here is the thing. If you skip around, you will miss critical information. Everything builds on everything else. So, I need you to commit right now. Stay with me through this entire forecast. Your safety, your family's safety, Might depend on information that comes at minute 40. All right, let me show you what is happening right now. As I am speaking to you, it is 1:18 p.m. Eastern Time, and light snow is already falling across Ohio. Not in an hour, not later this afternoon, right now. I have a storm chaser friend named Carlos in Akron. He just sent me a video 2 minutes ago. I am going to describe what I am seeing. Clear blue sky. Then, in the span of maybe 20 seconds, the sky turns white. Snow starts falling so hard you can hear it hitting his windshield like rain. Visibility drops from clear to maybe 100 feet. He said, and I quote, "I have never seen it deteriorate this fast. This is dangerous. This is a snow squall." And if you have never been in one while driving, let me explain what happens. You are on the highway. Everything is fine. You can see a mile ahead. Then, suddenly, within 30 seconds, you cannot see the car in front of you. Everyone hits their brakes. The road goes from wet to snow covered in under a minute. And this is how 50-car pileups happen. January 22nd, 2022. I will never forget this date. I was tracking a similar system, snow squall, on I-81 in Pennsylvania. It hit at 4:30 p.m., rush hour. Within 15 minutes, there were over 60 vehicles involved in a pileup. 3 people died. A teacher from Harrisburg named Amanda Wilson, 32 years old. A truck driver from Ohio named James Martinez, 58. A college student from Virginia named Tyler Chen, 19 years old. 3 families destroyed because a snow squall hit at exactly the wrong time. I am telling you this because what is coming this afternoon and evening has the same signature, the same dynamics, the same danger. Now, before I get into the city-by-city forecast, I need to address something. People keep asking me, why is this winter so extreme? Why do we keep swinging from brutal cold to mild and back again? And look, I could give you a technical answer about the jet stream and the polar vortex and sea surface temperatures. But let me make it simple. The atmosphere is angry right now. The jet stream, which normally flows in gentle waves, is whipping around like a snake, massive dips allowing Arctic air to plunge south, huge ridges allowing warm air to surge north, and we are stuck in the middle of these violent swings. Minneapolis will be 22 degrees, while Miami is 76. That is a 54-degree temperature spread across one country. That kind of gradient is jet fuel for storms, and we are about to see what happens when you light that fuel. Now, I am going to make a forecast call right here, and I want you to hold me accountable. The European model is showing this Arctic air lifting off by Tuesday. The GFS model wants to keep it locked in through Wednesday. I am betting on the European model. If I am wrong, call me out in the comments. I mean it, because I am putting my reputation on this call. The Euro has been more consistent, and the upper-level pattern supports a faster exit. But if the GFS is right, and we stay cold longer, I will own that mistake. That is the deal. All right, let me get into the forecast, and I am going to do this differently. I am going to move fast through the cities, hit you with the critical timing, and then we will come back and go deeper on the areas that need more attention. Because some of you just need to know when the snow hits your city and get out. I get it. But some of you want the full picture. I am giving you both. Let us start with Ohio because this is ground zero right now. Columbus. Mike, if you are watching this, snow started at your location at 12:30 p.m. Right now, 1:20 p.m., you probably have about a ½ inch on the ground. By 3 p.m., 2 to 3 inches. Your power is already out. Temperature right now is 34 degrees. By midnight tonight, 18 degrees. With no heat, your house will drop below 50 degrees by tomorrow morning. You need to get your kids to a warming center. I am serious. This is not safe. Cleveland. Snow is arriving right now as I speak. Between 1:30 and 2 p.m., you are going to get hit harder than Columbus because of lake enhancement. By 6 p.m., 3 to 4 inches on the ground. Then lake effect kicks in overnight. By tomorrow morning, south and east suburbs, Parma, Maple Heights, Bedford, you could have 7 to 10 inches total. Wind gusts tomorrow of 45 miles per hour. Wind chill tomorrow morning, 15 below zero. And I need to say something to everyone in Cleveland. I grew up in Northeast Ohio. I know you are tough. I know you have seen bad winters. But this is different. 15 below is not just cold. It is dangerous. I have a buddy named Tom who lives in Shaker Heights. He texted me last night, "Dude, I am not worried. I have lived here 40 years. Tom, if you are watching this, I need you to worry. Please. 15 below wind chill can give you frostbite in under 10 minutes. Exposed skin. 10 minutes. Take this seriously. Cincinnati, you are on the southern edge. Snow arrives around 2:30 p.m. Lighter amounts, 1 to 2 inches by tonight. But the cold is still coming. Temperature drops from 42 right now to 23 by tomorrow morning. Not as brutal as Cleveland, but still a 30-degree swing overnight. Toledo, snow by 2 p.m. 3 to 4 inches tonight. Lake effect from Lake Erie adds another 2 to 3 inches overnight. Wind chills tomorrow morning 20 below zero. I have family in Toledo. My Aunt Susan is 76 years old. She lives alone. I called her this morning, made sure she has food, made sure her heat is working. If you have elderly family members in Toledo, call them today. Akron, Canton, Youngstown, all of you in the heavy zone. Carlos, my storm chaser friend in Akron, you are looking at 4 to 5 inches by tonight. Lake effect adds more tomorrow. Wind chills in the teens below zero tomorrow morning. Dayton, Springfield, snow by 3 p.m. 2 to 3 inches tonight. Wind chills tomorrow near zero. Now let me move to Pennsylvania. And this is where I need you to pay close attention because the overnight model shift changes everything for you. Pittsburgh. I talked to Dave at the National Weather Service this morning. He said, and I'm quoting him, "This is setting up worse than we thought 12 hours ago." Snow started at 1:45 p.m., earlier than expected. The afternoon commute, 4 to 6 p.m., you are going to have 4 inches on the ground. I-79 from the airport into downtown, disaster. I-376 over the Fort Pitt Bridge, forget it. The Parkway, you will be sitting there for hours. Total by tomorrow morning, 6 to 8 inches. Wind chill tomorrow morning, 20 below zero. But here is what terrifies me about Pittsburgh. The Laurel Highlands, Somerset, Fayette County, the mountains east of Pittsburgh. I have been looking at the high-resolution models. You are going to get buried. 8 to 12 inches by tomorrow morning. Route 30 through the mountains, impassable by tonight. If you live in those mountains and you have not stocked up on supplies, you have about 2 hours. That is it. Because once this snow really gets going around 4 p.m., you are not leaving your house until Sunday. Johnstown, Altoona, State College, 6 to 10 inches. These are significant totals. I went to school in State College. I know those hills. I know how treacherous they get. Wind chills tomorrow morning, 25 below zero. That is the coldest I have seen there in 5 years. Harrisburg, and this is critical for the evening commute. Snow arrives at 4 p.m. Right as state government employees are leaving work. Right as people are picking up kids from daycare. By 7 p.m., you will have 2 to 3 inches on the ground. I-83 from Harrisburg to York, parking lot. Route 30, parking lot. Total by tomorrow morning, 4 to 5 inches. Wind chill, 15 below zero. Philadelphia, you are on the light end, but do not let that fool you. Snow arrives around 6:30 p.m. 1 to 2 inches by midnight, maybe 3 in the northern suburbs. But here is the thing about Philly. You do not handle snow well. 1 inch shuts down the city. 2 inches? Chaos. If you work in Center City and live in the suburbs, leave now. 4:35 p.m. Leave early. Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Poconos. 4 to 6 inches by tomorrow. Wind chills tomorrow, 25 below. And I need to talk to the ski resorts. Camelback, Jack Frost, Big Boulder. I know you want the snow. You are getting it. But tomorrow morning, wind chills on the mountain are going to be brutal. Lifts might need to close for safety. Erie, you are in a unique situation, 3 to 4 inches from the Clipper tonight. Then lake effect cranks up. By tomorrow afternoon, another 6 to 10 inches possible. Total through Saturday, 10 to 14 inches. Wind chills tomorrow, 25 below. Blizzard conditions possible Saturday. Wind gusts over 50. Now, West Virginia. Jennifer, I am talking directly to you now. Charleston, Snow arrives around 2 p.m., 2 to 3 inches by tonight. Your area still has 40,000 people without power. This is a crisis. If your generator is running low on fuel, you need to make a decision tonight. Do you have family with power? Can your grandparents stay somewhere else? Because tomorrow morning, 20 below wind chill with no heat is not survivable for long. I am not trying to scare you, but I need you to understand the stakes. If your generator dies at 3 a.m. and your house drops to 35 degrees, your grandparents are in danger. Real danger. Please, make a plan tonight. Huntington, Morgantown, Parkersburg, 1 to 3 inches tonight. Wind chills tomorrow, 10 to 20 below, but the mountains of West Virginia, Snowshoe, Canaan Valley, Davis, 6 to 12 inches by tomorrow morning. Route 33 through the mountains is going to be treacherous. Maryland and D.C., the timing here is critical. Baltimore, I have a viewer named Patricia who commutes from Towson into the city every day. Patricia, if you are watching this, leave work early today. Snow arrives at 5:15 p.m., right in the middle of rush hour. I-95 southbound from the tunnel to the Beltway is going to be a disaster. By 9 p.m., 2 to 3 inches on the ground. By tomorrow morning, 4 to 5 inches total. Wind chill, 5 below. Washington, D.C. And I'm going to be blunt with you. If you work downtown and commute to the suburbs, you need to leave now. Not at 5. Not at 5:30. Now. Because by 6 p.m., when the snow really starts coming down, the Beltway is going to be a parking lot. I have seen this movie before. February 20th, 2021. Similar setup. People were stuck on the Beltway for 7 hours. 7 hours. In their cars. In the snow. Northern Virginia. Fairfax. Loudoun. Arlington. 2 to 3 inches tonight. I-66 westbound is going to be a mess. Route 28. Route 7. All slow. Now Delaware. Wilmington, 1 to 2 inches. Dover, 1 inch. But wind chills tomorrow morning near 0. Virginia. Richmond, you are getting light snow. A coating to 1 inch. But here's what concerns me. Right now, 50 degrees. By tomorrow morning, 28, pipes could be at risk. If you have pipes in exterior walls or unheated crawl spaces, let your faucets drip tonight. Norfolk, Virginia Beach, just flurries. Nothing sticking. Charlottesville, Lynchburg, 1 to 2 inches. Roanoke, 2 to 3. But southwestern Virginia, the mountains, Blacksburg, Wytheville, the New River Valley, 3 to 6 inches. New Jersey, northern counties, Bergen, Passaic, 1 to 2 inches tonight. Newark, Jersey City, 1 inch. Central Jersey, Trenton, 1 to 2 inches. South Jersey, Atlantic City, maybe a coating. You are too far south. Wind chills tomorrow morning across Jersey. 0 in the south to 10 below in the north. Now New York State, and this is where it gets complicated. New York City, I have thousands of viewers in the 5 boroughs. Snow arrives late, 7:30 to 8 p.m. Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, 1 to 2 inches by midnight. Not a lot, but enough to make Saturday morning messy. But Long Island, this is where you need to pay attention. Western Nassau, 1 to 2 inches. But as you go east, totals jump. Eastern Suffolk County, the Hamptons, Montauk, 4 to 6 inches by Saturday afternoon. Why? Ocean enhancement. A small coastal low develops off the coast Saturday morning, pulls moisture off the Atlantic, and that moisture dumps on eastern Long Island. I have a friend named Rachel who lives in Amagansett. Rachel, I texted you this morning. Did you see it? You are going to get hit harder than the city. Make sure you are stocked up. Buffalo, you get clipper snow today, 2 to 3 inches. Then lake effect goes crazy tonight and Saturday. South Buffalo, Orchard Park, Hamburg, another 6 to 8 inches of lake effect by Saturday night. Total, 8 to 11 inches. I went to college in Buffalo. I lived through lake effect. But this is going to be intense. Wind chills tomorrow, 25 below. And I mean this. If you do not need to drive tomorrow, do not. Lake effect snow with wind chills of 25 below creates whiteout conditions. You cannot see. You cannot navigate. People die in lake effect blizzards. Rochester, Similar story. 2 to 3 from the Clipper. 3 to 5 from Lake Effect. Total, 5 to 8 inches. Syracuse, 3 to 4 from the Clipper, 2 to 4 Lake Effect. Total, 5 to 8. Albany, 2 to 3 tonight. Wind chills, tomorrow, 20 below. Binghamton, 3 to 4 inches. Wind chills tomorrow, 30 below. That is the coldest in the state. Connecticut. Stamford, Greenwich, 1 to 2 inches. Bridgeport, New Haven, 2 to 3. Hartford, 2 to 4. Wind chills tomorrow, 15 below. But southeastern Connecticut, New London, Groton, Mystic, 4 to 6 inches by Saturday afternoon. Same ocean enhancement as Long Island. Rhode Island, you are getting significant snow. Providence, 4 to 5 inches by Saturday morning. Newport, 4 to 5. Wind chills tomorrow, 10 to 15 below. Massachusetts. Western Mass, Springfield, 2 to 3. But Eastern Mass, this is your big snow. Boston, 4 to 5 inches. This arrives late tonight, 10 p.m. to midnight, continues through Saturday morning. Logan Airport will have delays tomorrow. If you have a flight out of Boston Saturday morning, check with your airline. I have a cousin named Emily who lives in Jamaica Plain. Emily, you texted me yesterday asking about this. 4 to 5 inches. Wind chills tomorrow, 15 below. Bundle up. Cambridge, Somerville, 4 to 5. South Shore, Plymouth, 5 to 6. Cape Cod, this is your biggest snow of the season. Hyannis, Falmouth, 4 to 6 inches. Provincetown, 5 to 7. Martha's Vineyard, 4 to 5. Nantucket, 5 to 6. This arrives Saturday morning, continues through the afternoon, wind gusts 30 to 40, near blizzard conditions possible. Northern New England, Vermont, Burlington, 2 to 3 tonight. Montpelier, 2 to 3. Green Mountains, 4 to 6. Wind chills tomorrow, 25 to 30 below statewide. New Hampshire, Concord, Manchester, Nashua, 3 to 4 inches. White Mountains, 5 to 8. Mount Washington could see 10 to 12 with wind chills of 50 below. 50 below, that is colder than Antarctica tomorrow. Maine, Portland, 3 to 4 Saturday morning. Bangor, 2 to 3 Saturday. Wind chills tomorrow, 20 to 30 below inland, 10 to 20 along the coast. Now stop, let me pause here. I have just given you timing and totals for over 150 cities. But I need to make sure you understand what those wind chill numbers actually mean in human terms. When I say wind chill of 20 below zero, I am not talking about being uncomfortable. I am talking about tissue damage in 10 minutes. When I say 30 below, I am talking about frostbite in 5 minutes. When I say 50 below, I am talking about Mount Washington, where exposed skin freezes in under 2 minutes. In January 2019, a polar vortex hit the Midwest. Wind chills in Chicago dropped to 50 below, 60 below in some areas, and people died, not from car accidents, not from snow, from the cold itself. A homeless man named Robert Jenkins, 43 years old, found outside a shelter in Chicago, dead from hypothermia. An elderly woman named Dorothy Martinez, 81, in Detroit. Her furnace stopped working. Her daughter found her the next morning. Hypothermia. A college student named Kyle Roberts, 21, in Minneapolis. Walking home from a party, less than a mile from his dorm, found the next morning. Hypothermia. These are real people. Real names. Real families destroyed because they underestimated how dangerous extreme cold can be. So when I tell you that wind chills tomorrow morning will be 20 to 30 below across a huge area, I need you to take it seriously. If you do not need to go outside, do not. If you have to go outside, dress in layers. Cover every inch of exposed skin. Limit your time to minutes, not hours. And check on your neighbors. I cannot say this enough. Call your elderly neighbors. Make sure they have heat. Make sure they have food. Make sure they know how cold it is going to be. A 5-minute phone call could save a life. Now let me move into the Midwest. Because while the East Coast is getting snow, the Midwest is getting the coldest air of the season. Chicago, you are not getting much snow. Maybe an inch, but the cold. Right now, 38 degrees. By tomorrow morning, 12 degrees. Wind chill, 10 below. That is a 26-degree swing overnight. I have a viewer named Marcus in Chicago. Sent me a DM yesterday. He said, I have lived here 30 years. I am not worried. Marcus, I need you to worry. 10 below wind chill can still cause frostbite. And here is the thing about Chicago. You have a huge homeless population. Tomorrow morning is going to be deadly for people without shelter. If you know where warming centers are, spread the word. Post it on social media. Tell people where to go. Detroit. Similar situation. Not much snow, but brutal cold. Wind chill tomorrow, 10 below. Milwaukee, Green Bay, Madison, wind chills tomorrow 15 to 20 below. Eau Claire, 25 below. Minneapolis, you are in the deep freeze. Wind chill tomorrow, 25 below. I have a meteorologist friend named Lisa who works at the National Weather Service in Minneapolis. She told me yesterday they are already getting calls from people asking about warming centers. This is serious. St. Paul, 25 below. Duluth, 35 below. That is life-threatening cold. Indianapolis, wind chill tomorrow, 5 below. Fort Wayne, 10 below. South Bend, 10 below. Now here is where the forecast gets wild. Because while the Northeast and Midwest are freezing, the central United States is about to see record warmth. Des Moines, Iowa, right now 30 degrees. Tomorrow wind chill near 0, but by Monday 70 degrees. 70. In February, in Iowa. I have been forecasting for 12 years. I have never seen a swing like this. Cedar Rapids, Sioux City, same pattern. Wind chill Saturday near 0, 70 degrees Monday. And I need to say something here. This temperature whiplash is hard on everything. Hard on roads. Freeze-thaw cycles create potholes. Hard on pipes. Expanding and contracting. Hard on people. Your body does not know what to do with a 50-degree swing in 48 hours. Kansas City, Saturday, upper 20s. Monday, 65 degrees. St. Louis, Saturday, upper 20s. Monday, near 70. Wichita, Saturday, upper 30s. Monday, 70 degrees. That is almost 40 degrees above normal for February. Omaha, Lincoln, Saturday in the 20s. Monday, 65. Sioux Falls, Saturday, teens. Monday, near 60. That is a 45-degree swing in 2 days. Oklahoma City, you are staying warm. Saturday, upper 50s. Monday, low 70s. Tulsa, similar. Dallas, Saturday, low 60s. Monday, mid-70s. Houston, Saturday, low 70s. Monday, mid-70s. No winter for Texas. Now think about this. Minneapolis at 22 degrees. Miami at 76. That is a 54-degree temperature gradient across one country. That kind of gradient creates storms, big storms. And next week, that energy is going to fire up something significant. Now let me move to the south, because I need to talk about what you are dealing with. Charlotte, North Carolina, schools closed for 8 days now. I got an email yesterday from a teacher named Rebecca Williams. She teaches 4th grade. She said, and I quote, "My students are falling behind. We have missed 8 days. Some of my kids do not have internet at home. They cannot do virtual learning. And we have no idea when we are coming back." Rebecca, I hear you. This is devastating for education. Kids are falling behind, parents are scrambling, and the economic impact goes way beyond the $3 billion in infrastructure damage. Raleigh, Greensboro, Winston-Salem, Durham, all of you saw major snow last weekend. Some areas over a foot. Now you are warming up. Saturday, low 50s. Good for melting. But hard on roads. Atlanta, you are in recovery mode. Temperature Saturday, low 50s. No more winter weather immediately. But South Florida, you have had a wild ride. Miami, last week you hit the 30s. The 30s. In Miami, I have a viewer named Carlos in Miami. He grows citrus. He told me yesterday his crop damage is in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Trees that have been producing for 20 years, damaged. This is someone's livelihood destroyed by one cold snap. Now Tampa, St. Petersburg, Orlando, back to the 70s. Jacksonville, 62. Gulf Coast, Pensacola, Mobile, Biloxi, New Orleans, all in the upper 50s to low 60s. Birmingham, Montgomery, Huntsville, all in the low to mid-50s. Jackson, Mississippi, schools finally reopening. I have a viewer there named Jennifer. Different Jennifer than West Virginia, who runs a small restaurant. She told me yesterday she lost $12,000 in revenue from being closed for a week. $12,000. That is money she will never get back. Small businesses are hurting. Now, Texas, you have a severe weather threat developing next week. Houston, you are 58 Saturday. But Tuesday and Wednesday, strong to severe thunderstorms possible. Damaging winds, large hail, maybe tornadoes. This is not common in February, but it happens when warm Gulf moisture collides with a strong jet stream. Dallas, Fort Worth, same thing. Tuesday and Wednesday, severe weather possible. Arkansas, Little Rock. You are in the bullseye. Tuesday and Wednesday next week, I will have a detailed forecast, but this could be significant. Now, West Coast, California, you have been in a drought. Bad one. But that changes next week. Los Angeles, San Diego, San Francisco, rain arrives Tuesday and Wednesday. First significant rain in months. And the Sierra Nevada, Lake Tahoe, Mammoth Mountain, you are finally getting snow. 1 to 3 feet possible Tuesday through Friday. I have a friend named Jake who works at a ski resort in Tahoe. He texted me this morning, "Dude, we have been waiting all season for this. Jake, it is coming. Get ready." Oregon, Portland, rain Wednesday through the weekend. Cascades, heavy snow. Washington, Seattle, rain Thursday through the weekend. Olympics and Cascades, heavy snow, potentially measured in feet. Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, Utah, all of you finally getting snow next week. This is the pattern change you have been waiting for. Salt Lake City, you have had less than an inch all winter. That is insane. You normally have 50+ inches by now. But next week, snow arrives. Heavy snow Wednesday through Friday. Now what happens after this weekend? Because this pattern is far from done. Monday and Tuesday, warmth spreads east. Relief comes. The Arctic air lifts. But Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week, another system develops. And here is where I need to make another forecast call. The European model is showing a significant storm developing over the Rockies Wednesday, tracking east Thursday, potentially impacting the Ohio Valley and Northeast Friday and Saturday next week. Valentine's Day weekend. If this verifies, we could see a major winter storm. Heavy snow from the Midwest to the Northeast on Valentine's Day weekend. Significant travel impacts. The GFS shows it weaker and further south. The Canadian shows it stronger and further north. I am leaning European. Again, hold me accountable. If this does not happen, call me out. But the euro has been more consistent, and I trust its handling of this pattern. Now, late February. This is where I need you to pay close attention because what I am seeing is concerning. Around February 20th, multiple models are showing a major Arctic outbreak. The polar vortex shifts. Very cold air, 20 to 30 degrees below normal, spreads across the eastern half of the country. And with that cold air in place, the southern jet stream becomes active. Multiple storm opportunities. I have been conferencing with other meteorologists about this. We are all seeing the same signal. This is not one model outlier. This is consistent across multiple models and ensemble members. What does that mean? Late February could be very active. Multiple winter storms. Prolonged cold. This winter is not over. Now, practical advice. 10 things you need to do right now. 1. If you are in the path of snow tonight, do not travel unless absolutely necessary. If you must travel, complete emergency kit. Blankets, water, snacks, flashlight, phone charger, shovel. 2. Dress in layers tomorrow. Base layer, insulating layer, windproof outer layer. Cover your head, hands, feet. 3. Limit time outside. Even dressed properly. Prolonged exposure to 20 to 30 below is dangerous. 4. Check on neighbors, especially elderly neighbors. Make sure they have heat and food. 5. Bring pets inside. If it is too cold for you, it is too cold for your dog. 6. Protect pipes. Let faucets drip. Open cabinet doors under sinks. 7. Keep your car's gas tank at least half full. 8. Know where warming centers are in your area. Have addresses written down. 9. Charge all devices. Have backup power banks. 10. Stock medications now. Pharmacies could close. Now, before I go, I want to come back to Mike in Columbus and Jennifer in Charleston, because their situations represent what is happening to thousands of people right now. Mike, if you are watching this, please get your kids to a warming center tonight. No heat with this cold coming is not safe. I know it is hard to leave your house. I know you want to protect your property, but your kids are more important. Find a Red Cross shelter. Find a church. Find somewhere with heat. Jennifer, please make a plan for your grandparents. If your generator fails, you need a backup. Do they have neighbors with power? Can they stay somewhere else? I am worried about them. 80 years old in a house that is already 46 degrees. That is not survivable if it gets colder. To everyone watching this, I read every comment. I respond to as many as I can. Tell me where you are. Tell me what you are seeing. Are you getting snow yet? How much? How are you preparing? And if this forecast helped you, share it. Share it with your family. Share it with your neighbors. Share it in your Facebook groups. People need to know what is coming. Tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., I will have another video out with overnight model updates. We will dive deeper into that Valentine's Day storm. We will look at the severe weather threat for next week, and we will start really analyzing that late February pattern. Subscribe if you have not. Hit the bell, because this pattern stays active and you do not want to miss updates. This weekend is brutal, but we will get through it together. Relief comes Wednesday. Temperatures moderate. The pattern relaxes. Just get through the next 72 hours. Stay safe. Take care of each other. And I will see you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Oh, and one more thing. Mike, Jennifer, if you see this, please comment and let me know you are okay. I am genuinely worried about you both. We are all in this together.